So we are in a Christmas season. Tomorrow is Christmas, so I thought of making something that you guys can learn and then do it for your families on Christmas Day. Today we are going to do dinner rolls. I practiced this last week just to have a hang of it. It was my first time doing it and it came out really well. So that is what we are going to do today. I'm going to take you guys through the process so that you can make some for yourself when you're home. So let's get right into it. So all the ingredients we need for this recipe is right here. I have my flour, I have my sugar, I have my yeast. Here I have my milk, I have my margarine. The last time I used butter, but today I'm going to use margarine. I have my salt, I have my measuring cups, my whisk, and my sieve. So that is all we need. Then we have hot water over there. That is what I'm going to use to prove the yeast. The first thing we are going to do is prepare our milk and our yeast plus sugar. So I have my warm water. I need 1 cup of whole milk. You can use any milk that you want. You can use skim milk, lactate milk, any milk you want. It's your preference. So I like my thin milky, so I'm going to put in a lot of milk. Then I add water to it. That will make it 1 cup. I think I'll probably use everything. Just checking to see how warm it is. So add a little bit more. And then you dump it. Then I'm going to add my yeast. I need 2 teaspoons, and I'll assume this is a tablespoon, kind of. Have salt. Salt and yeast doesn't go together. So I just put 2. That's too much. Just say 2-ish, yeah. And I'm gonna add my sugar to it. 1 tablespoon. And then you whisk it. Then I'll cover and set it aside for 5 minutes. I know this yeast is very good. It's instant yeast, so I don't even have to prove it, but I'm just going to follow the process I used last week so that I don't make a mistake. So now that this is mixed, we are going to cover it and set it aside for 5 minutes for it to prove itself. 5 minutes, it's up. See how foamy it is. This means it's a good yeast. So I'm going to add 1 more tablespoon of sugar, an egg, add my butter. I'm using margarine instead of butter. The last time I used butter, but today I want to try margarine and see how it works. But I know in Ghana they use margarine. Teaspoon of salt. I don't have teaspoons, so I'm just measuring with this little thing. So I'm going to add 1 cup of flour. We are going to use 3 cups of flour, but for now we are just adding 1 cup of flour. You add the 2 after this is mixed. Make sure it's leveled. This is cool. And he told me everything that you want. And then we mix. I'm supposed to use a spatula, but I think I'm gonna use my hands. I got it all right here. Mistletoe and champagne, I'll pour it on Christmas morning. I'm going to add the other cups of flour. Add 1 more. And I'll add the 3rd cup. Mix. While we're mixing, whilst I'm mixing the flour, it will help you to know the consistency. What I changed today is last week I used a 1/4 cup of butter but today I used a half cup of butter because I want it to be soft. One thing I realized from the one I did last week was that it became really hard after, so today I increased the butter just to make it soft inside.
Waiting if you go looking for it, I know you'll adore it. Your favorite gift.
So if you feel it's still too soft, like this is really soft, you can add a little bit of flour.
Baby, unwrap me, unwrap me, unwrap me.
It's a little too soft. I'm gonna add a little bit of flour.
Right under the tree. You know where I'll be, right under the tree. Right under the tree.
So I got this hard flour from VLOGMAS. This flour is all-purpose flour. I'm just going to mix a quarter cup of it with the flour because I feel it's still too soft.
And talking to Santa.
I didn't do that last week, but today I'm just trying something new and I hope it comes out really well.
I went shopping and planning, ribbons and candles. I got it all right here. Mistletoe and champagne
So you keep kneading for about 5 minutes.
on your list. It's waiting if you go looking for it. I know you'll adore it. Your favorite gift. You can find me under the tree.
Once you keep kneading, you bring out the gluten. I think that makes it chewy and you know how we like our bread. So you have to keep kneading. It takes a lot of arm strength. My whole hand hurts. But if you want your bread to come out nice, you need to keep on kneading. I can take it out of here and put it on the surface, but I have to clean here first. That's why I don't want to take it out. I'll just do it in a bowl.
Your favorite gift. Under the tree. You can find me.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to oil this because I'm going to leave the bread in for about an hour for it to rise. You have to get oil on all the sides.
Right under the tree. You know where I'll be,
So I'm going to leave this in, cover it and allow it to rise.
I've been talking to Santa, and he told
So if you want your bread to rise faster, you don't have a warm place, what I'm doing is I'm heating up the oven and then I'll put it off and then I'll put my bread in so just for it to rise faster. So I'm going to put this bread inside. It's not going to bake, it's just going to rise. And as you can see, I left it a little bit open just to prevent it from baking. So guys, our bread is risen. It is risen. About to roll it into smaller doughs. So now that the bread is done, I'm going to put flour on the chopping board. Then I roll them. I'm going to bake some here, and I'm going to bake like normal bread here. This one is what we are going to do the dinner rolls inside. Just sprinkle a little bit of flour just to prevent it from sticking. And then let it. So I'm going to knead it a little bit more.
right under the tree. You know where I'll be, right under the tree. Right under the tree. You know where I'll be.
I'm going to put a little bit of the margarine inside this, because this is where we are going to bake. can use oil if you want. I'm just gonna use water. Add some water. So now we are going to shape it any shape that you want. Like it's free to do. You don't have to like make it in a particular way or something. Just this is cool. Put it here. Some people measure it just to have the same size, but we are not having any competition here. We are not doing anything to impress anyone. This is just for eating. Shape it here. I wanted to have as much space as it can because I'm going to leave this to rise again for another hour. This one rose for an hour. This I'm going to leave to rise for another hour.
Oh, I guess Santa was listening. He got your wish list. He must have checked it twice. Mistletoe and champagne, I'll pour it on Christmas morning. Everything on your list, it's waiting if you.
The bread is already rising. I didn't roll this one really well, so it doesn't really look nice. But I'm eating it myself, so it doesn't matter. I'll just make some incisions over here. So I'm going to make an egg wash to brush the breads. I mostly don't like this part of the egg. Honey.
Mistletoe and champagne, I'll pour it on Christmas morning.
Brush the bread and the denotes. This will give it a nice color when it's done baking. I can tell that this bread is going to be really soft.
Must have checked it twice. Mistletoe and champagne, I'll pour it on Christmas morning. Everything on you.
Still going to leave it to rise to perfection. It's already rising, as you can see. I'm going to make pancakes out of this one because we can't waste food. Cake is burnt. I think the tin is too high. Guys, you guys can see that it has doubled in size again. So I'm going to bake this. Then I'm going to bake this as well. You see the increase? I've already been preheating the oven for about 20 minutes now. I'm going to increase it to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and then bake it for 20 to 25 minutes and then we are done. So our bread is ready. See how beautiful it looks.
I know you'll adore it. Your favorite gift. You can find me under the tree. I'll be waiting on Christmas Eve. Baby, unwrap me, unwrap. Right under the tree.
So this one is a little stuck on the bottom. So hot. See how warm it is? So done. So guys, we are done. This is a little bit salty, so I'm going to recommend that if you're going to do it, reduce the salt. It's not that bad. And I'll recommend using the all-purpose flour instead of mixing it with another flour, because it has a little bit of like weird taste behind it. Last week's one was better, like tasted better than this one, but this looks good. Just reduce the salt. If you want it to be more sugary, you add more sugar to it. I don't like sugar bread, so this is more like butter or kind of butter bread. Yeah. Overall, it's good. That comes to the end of the video. See you next time.